We good.
Right, Shalom. With the Gym Master Louisiana Saints coming back at you with another camp. Prior to getting started, as we always do, like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Agaps that pushing the truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, this video be edifying, first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And as you can see, turn the camera around again. All right. Another day in Babylon, man. All right. Another day closer to its end. And this is just going to be a continuation of what we was on, the lesson for pre-camp. Through the Spirit, the Lord altered it. All right, it had us teach a brother that came up, you know, but through the Spirit, we're going to get right back on it, man. All right, because again, the Lord is dealing with the whore, man. All right, her end is coming. Her time is fulfilled. The number of her months is being what? Cut off, man, in the midst of her. That's why these devils scrambling, man. All right, why you think they created a space force? For what? Check, nothing is in space, but what's supposed to be there, right?
They say.
That's what they say, all right? But nonetheless, if you go into space, the Lord said this way, wherever you go at, he gonna meet you there, man, and bring it on, man. All right? Because, again, this fucking bird need to be shot out the air, man. All right? This bird, this eagle been soaring high for a while now, man. You see? This phoenix been soaring high, which, what's the characteristics of a phoenix? Eagle. It flies real high. So when it drop down on this prey, it dropped down with great force. It's so high, the higher something is, the more force it put down on when it attack, man. All right, so that's how he is. That's why he dwell high. He dwell high even in the rocks and the mountains, in his, you know, his lost where he live at. And what? Look down. You want to say something? Come on, y'all bring him out. Real quick. He's down again. Obadiah. That's what I have.
Book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 3.
Yep.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
That's why the Lord said in Isaiah 23:7 that he's going to stain the pride of all the honorable of the earth, man. He say he gonna get it, all right? Isaiah 23:7. Get it real quick. Read it again. Reread it.
Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
Whose habitation is high. All right. His habitation is high, man. All right. He's high-minded. All right. So your habitation is your dwellings. All right. He dwells in what? The higher places, man. And Dubai, they got
Tallest skyscraper.
Tallest sky. Yeah. They scrapers where they live is in the clouds. Like when they open their windows, the clouds is passing them out. I'm like, what the? Like, no, literally. Like when they open their windows, they can see clouds passing, man. All right, come on. We don't even see a bird when we open our windows.
Even higher than that, it says, hey, the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. They got those satellites up there that are dwelling, that they look over everything with.
Yep. That's another way that they look what? They look down. Poor, man. All right. They have showed themselves to sit, they should be like the Most High, and what? The congregation of lost, which that's another sign that points to what? Esau, Edom, man. All right. Who runs North America, man? All right. And along with everything else too, right? Go ahead.
It says, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Who shall what?
Bring me down to the ground.
Who shall bring him down to the ground, man? This man is lofty, high-minded, all right, heady. Go ahead.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
As the what?
As the eagle.
So he exalted himself as the eagle. All right? This whole book is one chapter, all right? But it's super powerful, man. All right? It's about the what? The ending of the discontinuance of Esau, man.
Though thou exaltest thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
That's right. So you set your nest up there in the stars, man. All right, in the heavens. All right, you want, you polluting the heavens. Okay, what are you up there doing? All right, what are you doing? Right? We know what he's doing. You preparing to fight our Lord, man. So you got a space force spending billions, trillions of dollars on fighting. You getting ready to fight the man that created you. Let that sink in for a second. We'll wait. You bugged out, man. You know, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 23, verse 9. Yahweh of hosts have purposed it to stain the pride of all glory and to bring into contempt all the honorable of the earth.
Last I checked, the wicked. All right? The rich. He has stained the pride of all glory to bring in contempt the honorable of the earth, man. The Lord about to cast the pride down, man. All right? Go ahead, you got it.
This is Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 10, verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place.
And the rich is these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because they what? They're rich in spirit. All right? But folly is set in great dignity. You got a bike ride where Edom and Jake just buck-ass naked, man. All right? Who gonna say something about that? Who gonna complain against it?
They're gonna clap.
And then your children walking out there, and Jake, you gotta endure that because they got rights, man.
Hey, and they don't get if you get caught pissing in public and there just happen to be kids around, you get a sexual predator label.
Yeah.
But you got grown ass men chafing themselves riding on bikes down Bourbon. It's like, oh, hey,
Good. Hey, they ride and waving. All right. Then it's a whole group of them, man. Everybody waving back. Come on, man. That's all for society. That's why the Lord will continue to destroy this.
We should be good. Wait, that sound? It is. Yeah. God.
Down the screaming on the street, bro.
Verse 7. And hey, with that folly set in great dignity, hey, if you're a base person, your life is folly because you're a base animal out here. And this is a society built off of a base man. So that's why people are in their base emotions. All they like to do is eat, shit, and fuck, and just fulfill the desires of the flesh. Right. Contrary to the scriptures, adultery, sodomy, drug addicts, alcoholics, just complete freakism out here. But this is verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Got it. And we know who those servants are. Hey, Esau, Edom. They're and horses in the scriptures represent power. Hey, they're that red horse right now. And the princes are walking upon the earth. And the perfect visualization of that was that statue up in New York of Theodore Roosevelt on the horse. And you had Judah on one side and Gad on the other side. But they just recently took it down. So what's that saying? Yeah. Hey, everything's about to turn it. The ship's about to right itself up. The head, who's the tail now, is about to go back to its rightful place as the head. And the tail is going to go back to being that goddamn tail.
Yeah, that's right. Because, again, the eagle flies so high, you can't strike it with a weapon. But if the Lord look it, you can what? You can catch it. You can catch it. That's why the Lord said, I'm going to lure you. Because, again, by his habitation being high, that's his power. His dwellings. Once you put him amongst the people, he's going to be able to chase fucking road, man. All right? Because he's weak. He's weak and feeble. All right? One who hides himself. You got all this power, but you hide. All right? But then you got the nerve to say, our Lord is a Lord that hiding himself. Really? All right? You got all the nations in captivity, though yet nobody knows you, man.
Hey,
all right?
The elites, they can't just come out and say, oh, we're the Rothschilds.
They can't do it.
In your own kingdom, you're still a vagabond and a fugitive. You gotta hide and scramble and do things behind the scenes. That's why you want everybody having these phones so they can listen to what everybody's talking about. Look at your internet search. Keep everybody on tabs because they know that they walk a fine line of being exposed and going down. In your own rulership, you have the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. And you still tiptoe around like a bitch.
Yeah, they watching their own. They're watching for their own death, pretty much, man. Because they know, like, look, that's why they lining everything up in place to basically what? To fully control the people. Because at the end of the day, Esau done been made, Bill. They done been uncovered, man. All right.
Space Force. They dress like some astronauts.
Lord,
That's man, the Lord. Bro.
the Lord, they won't go to space because they feel like they safe in space, man. When the Lord created the heavens and spread them out like a curtain, man. What are you doing, E? All right, but we're going to let you do you because you got to do you. It's fulfilled in the scriptures. You got to do what you're doing. All right, so we're not, we don't fear, all right, the things that you're doing. Give me Psalms 68 and 29. Go ahead. And hey, as the brother was saying, the Esau likes to say our power is one that hideth himself. But hey, we can clearly see that that's never been the case. And it's clearly not the case now because what? Your teachers are no more being hid in a corner anymore. We're out here preaching the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and you're seeing these prophecies begin to come to their fulfillment. And as it says in 2 Thessalonians, who go against him with his I don't even want to paraphrase it.
Spirit of his mouth.
The spirit who consume him with the spirit of his mouth and the brightness of his coming. He's getting consumed by the judges right now who are exposing you for everything, laying down everything you've done, hey, building up that case against you to justify the brightness of his coming, to come and completely wipe the floor with you. As it says in Isaiah 63, speaking of Yahushua, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Hey, Yahushua is coming back personally for you Edomites. But this is Ezekiel 21. I'm gonna start at verse 9 and jump to verse 13. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and is also furbished. And we know who that sword is, as pursuant to Psalm 17 and 13. The wicked, who is my sword, Esau, Edom. What was his blessing? The sword. And what did that red horse have? Given that great sword to take peace from the earth. And he's going to try to use his blessing that he got from Yahweh Shai as Isaac to try to go against him with. That's like you having a karate master who teaches you everything, and then you think I'm a fuck him over, yeah. But he's the one that taught you. He knows he knows the technique. He knows how to counter the techniques he taught you because he knows them. Yeah. But this is verse 13, because it is a trial, and what if the sword contend even with the rod? And when you read in verse 10, it says, the rod of my son. Speaking of Yahushua, this sword's going to try to contend with the rod. And as it says, it shall be no more, saith Yahweh. Hey, Revelation chapter 12, Michael and his angels against the dragon as his angels. And then it said they were found, their place was found no more in heaven, and they were cast down to the earth. When Yahushua makes a second coming with the heavenly host, it's going to be a first round knockout. No contest. And Babylon, it took you 500 and something years to build up this shit from the Renaissance, and in 1 hour, it's going to go down and be as if it never existed.
Yes, destruction is much easier than construction, all right? Because construction, it takes time, effort, blueprints, manpower, will, labor. But destruction is takedown, missile, all right? Or, whatever the case may be, destruction is as but a moment, man.
It's like a person sculpting a beautiful statue,
yep.
And somebody can just come in and push it over, and that's it.
And that's it, man. All right? And that's what the Lord, have in place to do the wicked, man. All right? The Lord has something set up for him. Go ahead. Give me that.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 69, in verse 22. Let their table be made a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap.
Read it again, outside.
Psalm 69 and 22. Let their table become a snare before them, yep. And that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap.
Right. The thing that should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap, man. All right. Because the blessing, the blessing, the fat of the earth, the sword, everything is going to be a trap unto him, man. Everything that he used, all right, to get in the position that he in, he's going to make it come back on him, man. All right. Even though the Lord used him as the sword, he said, don't touch his people. All right. So everything that they use is going to come back as him as a trap. Go ahead.
It says, let their eyes be darkened that they see not.
Check it.
No. I had a precept.
Check the feet.
and make their loins continually to shake.
Wait, where you at?
Psalm 69.
And what? 20 what?
23.
All right, come on. Go ahead.
Pour out thine indignation upon them.
Read it. Read 23 over, Salah.
God. Psalm 69 and 23. Let their eyes be darkened that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake.
Right. Let their eyes be darkened, man. Because one thing about the eagle, again, he got what? Keen sight. And if you take his eyes away from him, he'll run into a building. Gonna take what he again. That's another form of his weapon. That's a highlight of his weapon or attribute of his strength, man. You take the eagle eye out, he gonna hit him. He gonna hit him one of them high. Go ahead, Doc. And let their loins continually to shake, man. Let these devils stay in fear too. Go ahead, brother.
Pour out thine indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them.
Right. So let thy wrathful anger take hold of them, man. All right, and that's what the Lord doing, man. All right. You only an eagle until you see the eagle flying no more. If it another great thing about the eagle is he's soaring. All right. If he can't soar and his eyes darken, what's next for him? He's taken out of the way, man. That's why I say in Psalm 37 that he was and then he wasn't. He was and then he wasn't. Give me that. What's my Solomon say?
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust.
You read 11 first.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 11.
Yep.
Or as when a bird hath flown through the air, there is no token of her way to be found.
Right. Start at 10. Well, 9.
Yeah. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 verse 9. All those things are passed away like a shadow,
right?
And as a post that hasted by.
Right. So things are going to pass away. And remember, each time is like a shadow. Because it tells you it's the rock. What is 1,000 years to the days of eternity? Which they have had their little time to rule. All right. What is 1,000 days or 1 day to the days of eternity? Go ahead.
It also says, hey, 1,000 years is as yesterday to the Most High.
It's as yesterday, a little time. That's why it's like a shadow. Their rulership has been like a shadow. We only been technically in captivity for a half a day and a little more. Technically, to the Lord.
6 hours.
6 hours. Yeah, go ahead. Technically, right?
12. Yeah. Fuck you. That's what it comes to.
So, yeah. Go ahead, rule. Keep ruling.
Badly.
Keep up the bad work. Go ahead, brother.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 10. And as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace cannot be found.
Right, same thing. What is about the 7-11? As a ship going in the water, watch this stuff, and you don't see the ship no more. You don't know where it went. You can follow the trace, but you wouldn't know where it went if it's been gone. Go ahead. Because the trace eventually goes away. That's the point right here. Go ahead.
These are the pathway of the keel in the waves.
Yep.
Verse 11. Or as when a bird hath flown through the air, there is no token of her way to be found, but the light air being beat with the stroke of her wings and parted with the violent noise and the motion of them is passed through, and there and afterwards no sign where she went is to be found.
And that's what's gonna happen to the burning bird, man. All right? Because once you burn something, it disintegrates. Nothing is left of it. All right? When you burn, it's gone. You can burn something and it's gonna completely dissipate. There ain't nothing left of it, man. Just like the bird, when you float in the air and fly away as he goes, that's what's gonna happen to E. He shall fly away as a cloud, man. Out of here. Go. Poof. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 12. Or like as when an arrow is shot at the mark, it parteth the air, which immediately cometh together again, so that a man cannot even know where it went through.
Yeah, a man can't even know where it went through. Don't know where it's at. So when the Lord hit the bird with the iron arrow, all right, it's like it ain't gonna never be seen. All right, what is in the kingdom of heaven that is this the man that made the kingdoms to shake with it, Isaiah? Is this the man?
Made the earth as a wilderness.
That made the earth as a wilderness? This the guy that had the kingdoms to shake? Is this him? All right. Go ahead.
I got another one to back that up. I got another one to back up that Isaiah 14 too.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 13. Even
Yeah, I want
so,
you to go to 14.
okay. You want me to read 13 or jump to 14?
Look, go to 13. I'm saying I want you to give more. All that's pretty much something you see, then gone. All right, go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 13.
Yep.
Even so, we in like manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to shew, but were consumed in our own wickedness.
Consumed in their own wickedness. All right, and a man's sins convince him to his face, man. And he got a tab with the Lord, man. Even though he can't sin, all right, because he wasn't given the laws. You know, Jacob be like, what you mean? Then he wasn't given the laws. Humble down. He's still a wicked, all right? The Lord's still taking the tab of all the things that he did, according to that which the Lord hated. All right, go ahead.
Verse 14. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm.
That's why he's saying Wisdom of Solomon 2. He said as our life is tedious and short, as if it just passes
Vapor.
as a vapor. Yeah, it just kind of. He said our life is tedious and short, and after this, there's nothing to come of it, man.
We know of no man that is returned from the dead.
Which they reason, the ungodly reason within themselves, which is wrong as shit. Go ahead, though. Because you got, like, that's what he think. But see, after this, you got to go into captivity, then be birthed. But you thinking you going to just do whatever you do and fade into the sunset. No, it don't work like that. Hey, gangsters don't get fat and move. Gangsters don't get chubby and move to Miami over here. The Lord come and get you out of Miami and make your ass skinny. All right? Jay think I'm going to kill everybody and up north, then move to Miami and live good on the beach with my feet out. No, man. That's the characteristics of you eat. You think you're going to kill everybody, take a man heritage away from him, and do all this, and you think the Lord going to let that bypass? You devil. You got to be a devil to believe that. Go ahead, I.
Like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like it's the smoke which is dispersed here and there with the tempest, and passeth away.
As the smoke, wait, as the smoke dispersing here and there with the tempest, go ahead.
And passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day.
Yeah, as the remembrance of a guest that passing away. I mean, that tarried for a day, meaning he came and went, man. All right? That's supposed to come, and he's supposed to be a guest. Stay there. It's, you know, you welcome him in, have him in now. But again, this devil is going to be like a guest that tarried for a day and left, man.
And you didn't even get a full day to tarry.
Here for one day, well, technically here a half a day, and then go, man. Then go. And then got to do that whole day, all right? In the kingdom of heaven.
That whole
real slow day. All right, well, we're going to have you as a guest pretty much. It's going to feel like forever to us.
2,000 years.
When we have you as a slave, our captivity been short. You know, we've been living a couple years, brothers, 20, 30 years, 20 years, 30, 40 years. That ain't long to the Lord. The Lord, like, technically, I love y'all. I ain't have y'all in punishment that long. It just feel that way because we punish.
Because we're in this flesh.
All right? If you be punished 2 days against all the things, one day, against all the things you love, the game, your phone, your woman, eating, all right, you're going to feel like, what? No, man, hell. It was only one day. All right? It was only one day. So it's the same with the Lord. Go ahead.
Hey, when Jake in love with the woman and she breaks up with him, that first day afterwards, Jake is just
ran around, just through.
shaking and crying. I don't want to leave it anymore.
Come on, give it up. All right? But it's only for that day, man. Go ahead, I got more. Yeah, you can read that. Why not?
This is verse 15. But the righteous live forevermore.
Yep.
Their reward also is with the Lord.
Yep.
And the care of them is with the Most High.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it. That's the point. Give me Matthew 20. Read what you got. Give me Matthew 20, 26.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. We start at 12 and read on down. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations?
My bad. So like, Fred. 24.
O Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground,
Yep.
which did weakest the nations?
Right. And who weakened the nations, man? All right. That's why the nations also said, and with that's Jeremiah, that let the weak sound strong, man. All right. Joel, So that's a lock it. Let the weak say I am strong, man. All right, because again, he the one that fell down. Read it again, Salaki. God, twist it up.
So Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven,
Yeah.
O Lucifer?
How you falling out of your strength, man? All right. How you falling out of strength, Satan? All right. That deceiveth the nations, weaken everybody. Okay, go ahead.
Son of the morning,
Yep.
how art thou cut down to the ground,
Yep.
which didst weaken the nations?
That this weaken the nations. Go ahead.
But thou hast said in thine heart,
Yep.
I will ascend into heaven,
You are ascending to what?
into heaven.
What's this guy thinking about? Go ahead.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Above the stars of the Most High, man. These are the Lord's stars, man. How you gonna come over there before them, man? He wanna proclaim himself to the Lord, which he self-proclaimed, by the way, that we go all, we wicked, and he's righteous. How were you the wicked? And I made you wicked. So how you gonna post a claim to the Lord basically stating, look, your people who are righteous, they're wicked, and I'm showing you that I'm not getting down like that.
Hey,
But you contributed to it.
as it says, woe to him that giveth his neighbor wine to drink.
That is the con.
All this hip hop and rap out there, putting the drugs in the community, breaking up the families. You're the one putting pork in everything to make Jake go up, and then say, look, my hands are clean. Look at your people, they're dirty.
Yeah. And then rejoice. All right. Then rejoice over our downfall, over our sinning, man. All right. Amongst yourself. Look at him. Look at him. Y'all said they say they're the people of the Lord. That's why when he speak about in Wisdom of Solomon 2, he said that their ways are clean contrary to ours, man. And they proclaim themselves as the people of the Lord. Well, let's see if the Lord gonna come and help them. Well, we gonna see. Since you wanna pronounce your throne to basically go above the stars of heaven, all right, which are the Israelites, okay? Then the Lord gonna cast you down, man. All right? Yeah, the Lord come and get the devils, man, of the earth. You're not gonna get away with putting a nation of people in captivity, all right? Telling them that they have many gods, all right, and the Lord ain't gonna do nothing about it. You're out your mind, man. Go ahead.
If I could say in Thessalonians, it says he wants to sit in the seat of the Most High,
The seat.
and show himself as the Most High.
He want get everything out the way. He want to implant a corrupter in your mind to control your thoughts and your actions, man. That's what the Lord, listen, the reason why the Lord is who he is, not the reason, because you can't box him in, but he controls the minds of everybody. So why would you want to control the mind of somebody who's controlling your mind? Or BSS the Lord? What are you thinking about?
This is the first time. This is the first time in history when you go talking about the C-19, they're actually talking about altering your thoughts into the God, taking away the God gene.
The God gene, yeah.
First time in history you hear something
Yeah.
about the God gene, man. Only a psychopath, only a fucking weirdo or devil will try to tap into changing your thoughts to the Most High, man.
Hey, Salaki. That's why the Lord said that he's the Godhead and get that when he say he's a Godhead, to let you know that there's no intervening with the Lord's creation. The creature, get it in Romans where it says who worship the creature more than the creator. All right. So that's why the Lord say that the workmaster, they gotta acknowledge the workmaster instead of the workmaster acknowledging them. Again, or the work of the workmaster acknowledging that he is the workmaster. Go ahead, brother.
This is Romans 1:25, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
Right. Hey, the wicked did that. All right. That's him. He served his own self, his own belly, man. All right. The creation of the Most High has showed himself to basically be above, or he's trying to push the Lord out the way and show himself as God, man. All right. Especially with in Revelation, man, when he show himself with the damn, I forget it.
Make the fire come down from heaven.
Not that. Well, go ahead, read it. I'm gonna think about it. When it comes, I'm gonna bring it back.
Romans 1:25.
You got to go ahead. Yeah, come on, go ahead.
Change the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Come on.
Go ahead.
Colossians chapter 2,
Which is the wicked. Go ahead.
verse, I'm gonna start at 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Yeah, come on. And that philosophy and vain deceit, man, is these lies, treacherous lies, man. This wine, all right? This Babylon juice. Go ahead, brother.
After the traditions of men.
After the who?
Traditions of men.
Because again, they're fleshly men. They're manly men, man. And the flesh can never go against the spirit, which the spirit of Yahweh Shai is what created this flesh, man. What are you thinking about? Go ahead, that's crazy. That's suicidal and madness, bro.
After the rudiments of the world, and not after Mashiach.
Yeah, come on.
For in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily.
Right, so read that again, brother.
For in him, Yahweh Shai, dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily.
So it said in him, all right? So Yahweh Shai is the first begotten of the Lord. Everything else got created by him, what? His hand. And the elect, the rest of the souls. All right, so now, you was created by Yahweh Shai. All right? So now, how can you become the Godhead over Yahweh Shai? All right, that's impossible, man. Go ahead, brother.
And ye are complete in him, which is the head of all principality and power.
That's plain. All right? That's where you be complete at, man. So you incomplete in your thoughts, in your actions, your minds, your plans, your devices. All right? That's why I saying get Psalms 37 where he say he make it a wicked man imagine a device, but the Lord gonna not allow it to come to pass. All right? You got something?
Yeah, I got something. Back up at Isaiah 14. Come on, go ahead. This is Job 18. I'll start at verse 17. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. Hey, going back to that Isaiah 14, and these nations are going to look upon this guy in his downfall and say, is this the man that made the earth the wilderness and destroyed everything? Because, hey, look, this guy was given the ability to create atomic bombs. That miracle of causing fire to come down in front of the face of men in Revelation 13 to make them wonder after the beast and deceiving the nation. Mm-hmm. He got the technology, the cars, airplanes. Hey, if you push out a philosophy that this is the only life there is and that there is no other world, what are you naturally going to do? If you're in a low position, you're going to look at the people that have all this as a god, which is what he wants. That's why he pushes all these vain philosophies and deceits and lies out here, changing the truth of the Most High to a lie so that they can worship the creature, worship man more than the creator. And with the Renaissance, it was also called the Age of Reason, where man would give up superstitions and religion to worship the sciences and man's natural achievements and all that bullshit.
Science falsely so called. Let's not leave that out. Yeah.
This is verse 18. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world.
Yeah.
He shall neither
chased out of the world, man. You know, if you hunting a bird, that flapping everywhere, man. Yeah, he going and zigzagging just to get away, man.
The chase road.
The chase road. All right. So this eagle gonna be chased, man. All right, go ahead.
He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people.
Yeah, his line getting cut off. Go ahead.
Nor any remaining in his dwelling.
That's Obadiah, man. He gonna cut off son, nephew. The Lord gonna cut it all off, man. Go ahead.
They that come after him shall be astonished at his day. Is this the man?
Is this the guy
that made the earth to tremble?
Yeah, is this him? That did weaken the nations. Go ahead.
The ultimate astonishment is gonna be too, because we're gonna drive you so far into one of these fucking cracks in the ground to where your own people ain't gonna believe that you was once in power, man.
Yeah.
Our grandkids, our kids' kids ain't gonna believe that these fucking devils was once in power. It's gonna be like a damn. They gonna think, Grand, you lying there, Grand. Ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no made like.
Hey, this man was in power at one time.
Hey,
my bad. So, we're gonna make you. We're gonna do you so bad, man. Right? Like what your boy James Brown, the big payback coming to you Edomites, man. The wildest spirit. I love I think it's Job 20th chapter, 21st chapter. You're gonna be as dung up on her, man. You're gonna be as a fucking dream chased out of the night, man.
I got it right there. It's on the same page.
We're gonna be, I'm talking about, man, we're gonna hook you up, man. All right? There ain't nobody gonna be able to deliver your ass out of our hands, man.
Yeah, none gonna be able to deliver, man. Once the Lord get a hold on your ass, go ahead.
Take that hedge of
The sword away the sword from
Cain. If you strike Cain sevenfold, the Most High taking all that away.
Yeah, that mark leaving him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that mark from not to touch Cain, all right, which is modern day today, Esau Edom, man. It's the law about to remove that mark now. We're gonna be able to touch him, man. Then you're exposed. You naked now. Now you're ashamed. For the shame you brought on all the nations, because it say, for the shame you have give them double. For the shame that Israel have received, double down on them with their shame, man. Go ahead.
They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted.
Yeah, because now the predator has became the prey now, man.
Took them weapons away from the predator. He's
he rendered useless now. He's vulnerable now. All right. Once you don't have your strength with you no more, that's it. All right. All you hide behind is the sword. Technically, right? That's how you got everything.
I'm gonna say this too. That blessing that was once given to you, you can see that blessing is slowly removed away from you, man. That blessing is really getting taken away. And guess what? The Lord said in Micah, we're gonna become the weapon.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the weapon, man.
Yeah, come.
And we're gonna get your blessing. What did Jacob get? The fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven, and all his brothers would bow the knee to him. Yeah. Esau got a rental blessing. It was only on loan for a while. Now, hey, we're gonna get it back, and hey, we're gonna masterfully swing that sword on your ass.
Yeah, Esau used this blessing like a rental car. All right, you get we hit the gas, you put McDonald's trash in it. You leave the bitch on E when you return it. All right, you got dirty shit in there. You got cigarette butts.
A brains through the window.
You treat it wrong. Person, no, man, this rental ain't for me. I don't care what's going on with it, man. You supposed to be, you putting fucking diesel in there. You supposed to put regular gas. Just run that bitch and press the button. You on in it, man. You don't care about it. Go ahead.
I have one more verse.
Come on, go ahead.
Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High.
Yeah, that no, not the Most High, man. And he's him. All right? He can't. If you know the Most High, you got to be out your goddamn mind to be advising the plan in such a way. Like, you got to think about it. If you really know the Most High, matter of fact, get that in Wisdom of Solomon 13 when it said acknowledgement of the workmaster. What? He can't know. He's on time now, bro. All right, he can't know. All right, the devil can't know. All right, you can start from the top. Really, yeah, you was holding something.
This is back to what you just said.
The
Psalms
you
10.
can probably start from the top or the point. Oh, it's just
The 10,
whatever you want to get to.
verse 2.
Yep.
The wicked in his pride.
The wicked? Who's? Hey, brother. Hey, who the wicked is? What's his name? Esau Edom. My man. Go ahead. My man. That's the wicked.
The wicked.
He's the son. He's the son of he's the son of perdition, not the sons of the wicked. You got the sons of God, children of men, and the sons of the wicked. He's the son of the wicked. Go ahead, Slocky.
Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride shall persecute the poor.
He's persecuting the poor, man. All right, we need help. All right, we vexed, like we need the help of the Lord. We can't take them down. All right, we don't got no weapons. All right, only weapon is these laws, statutes, and commandments, and this wisdom and knowledge. That's the only weapon we retain, man. Go ahead, brother.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
That's why the Lord said what he said. He said, "Oh Jacob, thou worm." So he called us a worm.
Yeah, because we defensive.
Yeah, we The other day was by that brother house. It was raining and fucking worms came out. You can look at the one. He just toasted, man.
He can't do nothing. He just rolling.
Ain't nothing. If a bird come, he take it.
Just take it, yeah.
He has no defense mechanism right now.
And that's how he is, like a bird get the worm. All right. And the early bird get the worm first. That's why they don't rest while we sleep. They up. The early bird get the worm first. They the predator. They the prey. They the eat. They getting the worm. We the worm.
That's why my bad. That's why all them alphabet boys come get you niggas when you in your drawers.
Just finished smoking.
Just busting a nut. Yeah. Just finished playing 17 rows of mat. And you get that thing.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
You see the nigga come
The jump off board. Yeah, brother.
You eat your drawers.
Let me get my clothes, son.
He got cold on this side, got one eye open, man. How the fuck son, y'all shot my dog. Hey, but nigga, you selling all the narcotics in the fucking southeast region, man.
Yeah.
You know? This nigga done killed everybody in the 90s, man.
Every night. Every last person in the 90s up y'all. You talking about what y'all doing, you innocent.
Bro, nigga got you on camera, man. Anyway, what you see? He started searching out. He make a diligent search.
Yeah, he make a diligent search for the wicked.
Man.
Yeah, but again, like the elder saying, the early bird get the worm first. That's why they don't sleep. All right, they stay up on their bed to how we can further oppress these niggas, how we can further trap them, further get them while they sleeping because they got to go to work in the morning, which we put them to work. All right, we can what? Devise the plan. Otherwise, you caught in the plan.
Your enemies know you. Your enemies know that you niggas are like roaches, man.
Yo.
But you sleep all day, and nighttime come, that's when you niggas move around. Until a little bit around 4:30.
3-ish.
Yeah,
4 o'clock.
You winding down, man.
Winding down.
All right? That's why I just watched the show on TV. It's with U.S. Marshals. They had one nigga on there. He out there. They watching him. He got a car right here, a car on the other side of the apartment. They watching him, right? Jake knows something ain't right. Jake go to the blind. They move the blind, look. They come back to the blind. He ain't got no shirt on this time. He looking. And they gonna sit down. Oh, yeah, that's him. Oh, you see all them fucking police doing there? Jake in that bitch looking like film in the air with beating secret. He sit on the couch. They hit that door, boom, Jake like this. Jake be knowing the shit about to go down.
Jake
man.
know he got a feeling. Yeah, Jake be getting feeling in the air. You can feel it in the air.
Man, Esau study you, Jakes, man.
Yeah.
They know you like the big booty girls. All right,
Yeah.
they know when you
like
niggas
the
sleep.
drugs, you like all the drugs,
You like the barbecue.
and you like the music and the bullshit. They know it.
I know you niggas, man.
That's why they pass a law for you not to have no more rights while you at the fucking barbecue. The family reunion, man.
Yes.
When is this law? Oh, December 25th on Christmas. Yeah, they like the mistletoe with your boo, like the elders say. This is another than mistletoe.
Wear a mask.
They putting a mandate in, man. All right?
Hey, I can't stand you Cupid shuffle dancing niggas too. That nigga gone now, man. You niggas still doing the Cupid shuffle. That's why he know when to come get you niggas.
Yeah.
He always got the old toothless uncle nigga with the glasses doing that shit. Yeah. Nigga got about 3 teeth in his fucking mouth, man.
Talking about the old thing. Back in the day.
This shit, man.
Out there with the women. They're getting that Billy.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of seeing that. You shit make you,
Watermelon out that bitch.
man, this black nigga shit make you just want to drop kick a nigga with both legs, man.
It's playing out. The gangster shit playing out. The old school shit. Man, see, back in the day, you cool. You was cool back in the day, man. All right? What matters now, all right, is you got to acknowledge Yahweh while Yahweh shy, man. Repentance, you heard me, back to business. It's to the real business now. The gig is up on that bullshitting, all right? On that cooling shit.
All right, the shit. That Black Panther
That
was
Black Panther shit, that shit out the window. All right, we fight. This is our weapon of war now, man. All right, wisdom is a defense, man. Wisdom is your weapon of war now, man. This the new fight. All right, and if you're not fighting this way, you're gonna die. It ain't no other way, man. All right.
War, man.
Yeah, and the scriptures say, the Lord teaching my hands to war, man. All right, now that's physical, but right now we're not physically fighting. So the Lord is teaching us to war what through the mental aspect, which gird our minds up with the scriptures, man. Right. Wisdom and knowledge. It should be the stability of that time and the strength of salvation, man. All right, this the muscle. This the new muscle. All right, this what you got to battle with. And if you can't battle with this, you gonna lose. It ain't no fight, no more battles. You can't. There's no way to win a war. Black Panthers, you go try to be a Black Panther, they gonna shoot your ass with a drone.
All right, catch you on fire.
So you catch her on fire, man. Like on that Call of Duty, man. Jake on fire, the ghost leave him, man. You hit him with the ghost shots, the ghost leaves, man. You know? That brother got the ghost shot on his, you know. But go ahead, all right?
Because you niggas don't know what's getting ready to come, man.
Come
Before you actually physically fight, you gotta know what you're up against, man. You get girded by what you're up against through this, man.
That's right.
You niggas want to just jump ass first out there in the battle. They don't know how to skill and war, man. Don't know how to fucking like the brother said, teach my hand. David said that, teach my hands how to walk.
My hands to walk, yeah.
So that means David had to get trained up, get
the mindset on how to use his hands. Because that's really teaching your hands to walk. It ain't the punch, it's teaching you how to punch.
Right.
How to the skill of it.
Yeah,
how to when you punch, how to reject, how to counter, man. Like that's what it is.
The other brother, he ain't out here, but can't be like that brother that ain't out here. That brother think you can go pay $20 to get a gun.
Yeah, get the gun out, come and do it.
That's about the skill.
He's talking about, yeah, I might get the
He on that brother up there on goddamn Call of Duty, Brian, $20 guns all goddamn day.
You gotta get the skill.
You
gotta use your gun and get the skill.
The knife ain't nothing but a tool. You gotta get skill behind that.
Yeah, you gotta get the skill behind it.
You get like in physical hand-to-hand combat. You gotta know the vital points of
pressure points. Yeah,
That's different.
You gotta know what hit him at, man.
Yeah.
Twist that bitch. Come back out. Come down that bitch. Cut him, man.
Yeah.
Hey, in that movie Conan, the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger got a lot of little gems in it. That throughout the movie he was trying to solve the riddle of steel. And his father told him the riddle of the steel was the sword in your hand, but his father got completely murdered at the beginning of the movie.
Right.
Then the guy who killed his father said the riddle of the steel was the flesh in your arm. Like flesh. All right, like the flesh in your arm was what it was. Like you having power over other people. Like, hey, they follow me, so it's the hand that wields the sword. But then Conan ended up killing him. And Conan solved the riddle of steel by the end of the movie. It was the will to the will and how to use it, like the willpower and how to use it and the understanding of it.
This brother is saying what? When the Lord said, I use Esau as a sword. It ain't about the sword, it's about the one who
wielding the sword. Yeah.
He said, and the Lord said, matter of fact, Esau, you want the sword, I'm gonna get the rod of my son to actually break the sword.
Yeah.
So what is it about?
Yeah.
Skill, what's the word?
The will.
The guy who willing the sword.
Because they tell you that can the axe boasted against him that you dealt with, being a kind of weapon. Basically, when I raise it up here, say, you better drop me down and move me. The Lord could keep you right here and never let you use your sword. All right? So the axe can't boast against him that you ain't dealt with. So you in control of the Lord. The Lord controlling you, man. All right? That's why he said the rod of my inheritance, the Assyrian, the rod of my, the rod. Yeah, the rod on and shit. And you the rod of the Lord inheritance pretty much. I mean,
swords. Can a sword keep it so sharpened? No, the skillman has to keep that sword sharpened. So when you go and do something with it, it cause damage, man. It's like an actual gun. A gun can't grease itself up. A gun can't clean itself. Yeah. How? What makes it function smooth? Oiling it, man. Keeping it clean. Keeping it fed. Keeping it fed with, them things in there, man, that cause destruction, man.
Esau says that guns don't kill. I mean, that guns don't kill people. People kill people.
People kill people.
The guns
Yeah.
just the instrument.
Yeah, it's a tool. Yeah, it can't get picked up and get used itself, man.
With this, the book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 19. Wisdom raineth down skill.
Yep. Right? Wisdom raineth down skill. I had a brother get that when you were saying the skill of it's the skill which the person used. The same thing with the Lord, man. All right, knowledge and wisdom can't get up and spread itself in the chief place of concourse. All right, it got to be what? The Lord got to give it to you a skill. And you can't force the Lord you can't go force your way to do the Lord's skill, man. The Lord got to embed you with it. Like, you got to have a spirit.
I'm watching these motherfuckers. Then they gotta
Be working with you, man. I got that too. But
then the Lord gotta give you a proper teacher, a proper master
yeah,
to
teach you the skill.
teach you the skill. Cause you remember, y'all brothers remember coming up watching Karate Kid. Wax up. He was getting tired of it.
Painting the fence.
It helped him in the end, though, man. The little thing. So a master might be. It may a brother or elder might be telling you to do something. It seems tedious. It seems. Why the fuck you gotta be doing this shit?
It make me go
It's for a reason. It's to actually to bring out the better version of you, man. Help you grow. You know. Like this brother made a video. Johnny Bravo, you can't be sitting up here all fucking stacked up, big up. You gotta be well rounded, well balanced, man. So when I came, man, certain other friends, that was the goal, to be well rounded. I don't want to be too far in there, too far in this. You gotta be grounded, man.
Yeah.
And it's a small thing. You learn the small things to milk. You weren't like you brothers on the side out there. You learn how to precept. You learn how to break them down. You learn order. And like I say, discipline. Yeah, and you learn how to grow from that, man. Like I said, there'd be certain things that an elder brother or older brother in the camp might ask you, give me these 5 precepts. You just gave me that last week. Keep driving repetition. The brother might ask you to, like an old habit you might have. The brother might ask you to do something. It's just to actually bring out you, man, to bring out the better version.
Yeah, to sharpen you up. Because again, your weapon is only as sharp as the cut. Like pretty much, if you got a dull weapon, you 10 and 10. I got
iron sharpening iron.
Iron sharpen iron. I got you right here. It says, if the iron be blunt and he do not wet the edge, then must he put to it more strength.
Yeah.
Then you gonna work more.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta put more. You gotta put more force into
using it. Yeah, to use
making it sharper.
Which a well-bladed knife, all right, it's easy to cut. They're like a knife, all right. It cut. It cut. Yeah. A knife. Yep.
A problem, a particular thing he used to do, you gotta put more force into getting him out of that to making him more sharper. It's all about making you sharper, man.
Yep.
If your brothers are actually being turned into actual leaders and shit, man. Cause you're gonna be you're gonna be an elder, bro. You're gonna be
weapons.
Yeah.
That's a weapon of the Lord. You use to do his work. Hey, we're like, even though we servants, we weapons to the Lord. Because what the Lord allow us to do, he allow us to use the scriptures that cut Jake. Which when it cut Jake, all right, the spirit is you healed them by the prophets. But it says, if the iron be blunt and he do not wet the edge, then must he put to it more strength. He's gonna force, all right, he's gonna have to force working. It says, but wisdom is profitable to direct. So when
it's a dream of a nigga, man. Life goal to fuck out here, man.
It said wisdom is profitable to direct. So when the elder telling you particular things to sharpen up on, all right, it's because that wisdom is making you profitable, man. All right? That's why you can't You can't force it, yeah, man. It's educating you. It's growing you, man. All right, it's sharpening you. It's making you sharp in the mind of the precepts, man. So use way.
This is Hosea 6, verse 5.
Yep.
Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets.
All right, cut. Which when you get cut, either you're gonna bleed or you're gonna heal that fucking wound up. And you heal the wound, all right, by what? Listening, taking heed to the scriptures. And then you heal yourself. Because the scriptures is a blessing, man.
Go ahead. What does the body do when you get cut? It sends signals that to heal you to make that part of you stronger. It's like when you break a bone, that bone actually heals back stronger than what it was, man.
Yeah.
You know?
So it don't do it no more. Because the body knows that the way that is the heart or the mind within the body, it knows to like it ain't supposed to be broken. Like so within it do, it'll make a defense mechanism to where like it don't even want to break till it be damn resistant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, if this comes in again, it ain't gonna break. Because it's man. Damn, God. But if the bone break, all right, the thing it's gonna do is gonna, like he says, gonna make itself more stronger for it to know the next time it's come to defend itself against it. You see? Because the body is a defense mechanism to itself, man. That's why when you get a cut, it's in all the white blood cells over there to be like, let me heal that up because infections could get in. They put a scalp on it to block it all the way so nothing could come in it, man. The body is immaculate, man. Nobody body work. When you chew and swallow, you don't know what the food do. All you do is chew and swallow, man.
You got
the body break it down.
You got acids in your body to break things down.
Break that, yep.
You know? Man, gee,
yeah. But the same as that. Go ahead.
Just got a little more. This is Hosea 6 and 5 again. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth.
Yeah, you slain them by the what?
I have slain them by the words of my mouth.
That's why I said, he despising you, despising me. I know you well, yeah, man. Hey, the Lord say he that he that despises you, despises me. All right. So really, when you listen to the, you hurt yourself. All right, you're killing yourself. Basically, you commit suicide. And the problem words coming up. All right. Bullshit. It said a prophet has no honor in his own country. That's John 4. And the 3 on. It said a prophet has no honor except in his own country, man. All right. Again, you don't want to. That's why the prophets human the people, man. The people don't want to acknowledge the prophet, man. The prophets, and that's why they gotta suffer the way they suffer. That's why Jake infested, sick. All right, because they're rejecting the medicine. And the Lord said, look, you reject the medicine, then you ain't going to have no remedy. There's no remedy for you. All right, but that.
All right. It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, and verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. This is right here. Go ahead. Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and to the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
These scriptures, man. These scriptures cut men deep, man. All right? It don't necessarily be but the scriptures. The scriptures is what condemns you. The scriptures is what cuts a man, man. A righteous man that want to get right. But it also cuts the wicked when they don't want to get right, man. It's a two-edged sword, man.
Hey, you can break a man's bones, but they'll heal. But when you break a man's will and spirit, that can't be healed.
Yeah, like I say, a righteous man, a man that's on the verge of getting right, on that long path of righteousness, man. You learn in this thing, Motherfucker come up here acting stupid. Yeah, I can punch him upside his head. I can put a 5% 10 in his fucking eyes. Well, he gonna heal up from that. But if I cut him with this right here, that nigga gonna go commit suicide tonight, man. He ain't gonna never get right from these scriptures. Being cut by these scriptures, man, it's over with, man. Go ahead, huh?
Proverbs 18 and 14. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity.
Right, the spirit of a man will sustain, just like our spirit sustain us. All right, because what we're not cut from these people when they come, because they coming from a physical. Like the physical could do nothing against the spirit. They can't come spiritual because they're not spiritual. A spiritual man judge all things spiritual. Go ahead, brother.
But a wounded spirit,
With a wounded spirit,
who can bear?
right, because they living in their flesh, man, and they can't bear the spirit when it's hitting them, man. It's tormenting them. All right, it's cutting them long, short, deep, and wide. And what is it? No, cuts it long, short, deep, and wide, man. In and out. All right, and that's what the scriptures do, you man. These scriptures chastise you, man. All right, and one thing Jake don't like doing, Jake don't like getting his ass whipped, man. He feel plain about it. All right, but when you get your ass whipped, the whole goal is to not to get your ass whipped no more. But Jake reject the ass whipping and then get a greater ass whipping. Stupid.
You become a great fighter. You gotta
get your ass
You
whipped.
gotta get your ass whipped, man.
Because you gotta get in there with people who can fight to teach you how to fight. If you can't fight, you gotta get your ass whipped, man. I mean, that's the only other way.
Yeah, you gotta just stay on the topic. Just like being on the side, you gotta learn how to. You gotta like, get a master, and then you learn how to wield this sword. This is a two-edged sword too. With this two-edged sword, same thing. The common weapon. Without being instructed how to use it, use a gun, you can hurt your damn self.
Hurt yourself.
Well, we see examples of that now. You got Jake trying to boast in the law.
The
Commandments all in the Bible, but if you don't know how to wield it, you're going to end up Jake,
break the scriptures down.
focus on everything. You got to be saved by the law. The Bible don't say that. You condemn by the law, man.
Right, you can hurt yourself.
You got to have mercy too, balance, grace, and just preach the commandments, and that's it. You're killing yourself, man.
Just like when you deal with an actual gun or actual knife, what's the first thing you learn? Safety out there. It's like this truth. You come into this truth, the first thing you're supposed to learn is order. Order is just like that safety, man. Your boundaries of what you can and can't do, so you don't hurt yourself, man.
Or hurt others.
Hurt others,
We're
man.
just hurting you.
Yeah, because like we always say, we always tell you, brothers, man, what you do in this truth and what you do through the goddamn week can also hurt the brothers in this body, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a great hurt. There's a great hurt that come from you, like you say, not a hand to order, not taking things the right way. Again, safety is the most important thing with anything.
Yeah.
Like a job. All right, that's what you learn first. You gotta learn safety.
If you coming up, getting ready to drive, what jumping in the car, what's your best friend in the car? Huh? If you learn how to drive a car, what?
Taking him.
If you learn how to drive a car, go ahead. The first thing of moving that car and everything, what's your best friend in the car? I'm not trying to tell you.
Yeah, you should know that too, because you are way to get it.
How you saying it like
Basically, what's the thing? What be the best thing to protect you in the car?
Learning how to do or use what in the car? I'm getting it.
Jim. Crazy.
Well, I'm trying to get you to say your best friend in the car is with the brake. Learning how to brake it. Stop that motherfucker, man.
And your seatbelt. Secondly, like your protection. If you can't stop or do the seatbelt, but like you say, the brakes.
Yeah.
All right. You can't even go without the brakes.
Yeah,
you gotta put your feet on the brakes to put the car in gear.
It's,
You know, it's all about safety. All these cars get made. All right, it's the safety first. You can't move a car without pressing the brakes first, bro, and then putting the car in gear. It won't allow you to move.
Airheads out here. They want to go fast, but nobody know where the brakes are.
Yeah, no, they don't have no brakes.
You know?
Shop eater bikes up.
In the space. That Jake will play slow life and don't never hit the brakes, man. until he go clean all the fucking bricks, man. Talking to his boo, playing light. All right? Jay don't got no brakes, no filter,
Man,
man.
you playing
Life
you playing Life Jennings. If you playing that other nigga, what that other nigga name is? Anthony Hamilton, man. Your life
done. And your life done.
man. This, huh? Yeah. Music Soul Child. You niggas still playing Music Soul Child?
Donnell Jones.
Donnell Jones, a fine
Yeah,
Tyrese. You niggas is screwed, man.
for what?
Turn. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Nigga put them 5 boxes on.
Man, it would be luxury out there, luxury and I mean with a
Luxury muscle.
yeah.
The Easter basket, man. Watch him.
For the sound.
Yeah, V6 don't sound good, man.
Yeah. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
They know it, but he was
Get that one. Get that one. Told you to get. Yeah, you know you gotta.
Read this again. This is Proverbs 18 and 14. I'm gonna read 15 too. It says, "The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? The heart of the prudent man getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge."
When you cut, man, you say all type of shit. You cut to the heart. You get like this other guy. You get to cut some of your elders out.
The Lord too.
Yeah. I know
That's
about that. How about that? You get to get on your knees.
Yeah.
Cuss the Most High out, man.
Multiplying your words.
Yeah. And the Lord said, you know what? I'm gonna send you CW. Immediately after, man.
As inside.
Immediately after.
We mean.
You know,
Come on up here. Come on, man.
the Lord might let you kiss the threshold of a door. You know,
Get thrown out of the
on the field, man.
Jesse
It's
Jim.
like you threw your spirit out the door. Outside.
Like baggage claim.
Like this too.
I just threw him out, bro.
He was just going for the ride.
Like he grabbed his bitch outside. I said,
Hey, the Lord funny, bro. Check him out. Yeah. The Lord funny, bro.
Like
The Lord funny, bro. The Lord.
him, bro. Yes. You look just like him, bro. He always reminded me of yeah. Look, I just like, get him.
That's how he used to be with the
Pray
play.
the Lord mock, bro. But the Lord will mock you when he kill you. Yeah, I'm like, I get the Lord kill you, mock you.
Yeah, man.
Like,
The Lord
he
sent
say he
him.
mock.
Hey,
The Lord is not mocked.
I can say right. The Lord sent him, looking down, sent him, and look back over at the real person. And his
Look
last-
at him like, that's inside. Yeah, that's inside. You know.
That's for the prophets.
Yeah. For me.
No.
Yeah. but go ahead. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, crazy.
You want to breathe?
Yeah, bring it on, bro.
All
Bring it
right,
on. That's an inside joke.
2 Samuel 23:10. It says he arose.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It says he arose. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo the Aelhite, one of the 3 mighty men with David, when they defied the Philistines that were there gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary, and his hand clave unto the sword.
That's the example of showing you his hand cleared the sword, man. That sword, him and that sword, what became him and that weapon became one, man. Carried into his hand. Wherever he looked, he wanted it to go. It went, man.
Yeah.
So that's showing you that it ain't about the weapon. It's about the being skilled with the weapon.
Person behind it.
Same thing with this word. That's why the scripture says, and find me that scripture too, it says the masteries,
The mastery strive for the master.
the masteries, man. When you striving for the masteries, you becoming, it's like everything is being prestiged up. You coming to be the top rank. of that thing, of that skill. What you think? You think Floyd learned to do the body, the roll and shit, just sitting there twiddling his thumbs, counting money? Nah, that nigga was getting it in, man. You know? Fucking, I don't know what that
When you
is.
strive, like you said, when you strive for the skill, unless you strive lawfully, man, you defeat the purpose of the skill too, man. All right, you gotta strive according to where the skill carries out the way that it needs to be carried out. You can't just strive for the skill and then just be like, all right, I got the skill, that's it. Now you gotta strive lawfully. You gotta go along with the skill required, the suffering of it, man. You know, the times, the swinging it when you ain't want swinging. Like he said, he kept swinging. He's like, I'm tired of swinging this motherfucker, man.
Y'all remember, y'all brothers ever
But it was
seen
lethal.
Karate Kid? He was just doing this shit all day.
Yeah.
Doing that shit all day.
You
like,
master the technique.
Yeah.
Once you master, you can do it in your sleep, man. All right?
That's how this thing becomes. When you out here battling with a person, you already know where this motherfucker going at, man. You already know what scripture to go. You know, it's like a real fight, man. It's a chess match, man. So with the Satan, because all of them come out here with the same regurgitated ass story, you know.
And sometimes you take a punch too.
you fuck up, you hit.
Yeah, you fuck up and hiccup or get a punch.
You have a brain fart, you know, remember shit. You know,
yeah.
You know, you take them L's, but you, like I say, any skilled learner will go back. It's in the, get the, I'll get it for you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you, again, the battle is contingent upon it ain't as much as the fight, it's about the battle. Like if you could come out the battle, you won it, man. That's what it's about. Because in a fight, obviously he got hands like you got hands. Somebody, you got to get punched, buddy. But it's about taking a less blow from the punch. All right, the most counter is about me exchanging as much as I could get of you without receiving the same. All right, and saying this, the elements of fighting. All right, you won't punch Jake in the eye, but you don't want Jake to punch you in the eye unless you're cool with that. But if you go with one eye, you're gonna be at a disadvantage in the fight. So the whole goal in the wisdom is to stay in the advantage of the fight. And this our fight. You got it. This say hit and not get hit.
Go ahead, finish going. You got it. This is from the book of Sirach in the prologues, the prelude. And I'm gonna jump from this one point to the other point. This is it says, therefore, not only the readers must need become skillful himself, but also they that desire to learn, be able to profit from which are without both speaking and reading. Now you go on to the end of it, it says, I found a book of no small learning. Therefore, I thought it must necessary for me to bestow some diligence and travail to interpret it. Being great watchful, my bad, using great watchfulness and skill in that space to bring the book to an end, and setting forth of them also, which in a strange country are willing to learn, being prepared before the matters to live after the law.
Yeah, watching great carefully on how you learn it within the book and teaching. All right, the way we learn it, because again, the teachers are great learners. In order to become a great teacher, you have to learn. All right, it's levels. Okay, you can't just jump to teaching without having learned, man. And then watch and care after how you teaching, who you leading astray, what you teaching, sound doctrine, rightly dividing the word of truth, man. All right, being corrected and correcting. You see,
like the scripture said, not having no corrupt communication coming out of your mouth.
Yep.
And that goes into a lot of things. You can't sit up and tell me yay or nay to something and then don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
You're a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's corrupt communication. Because not only is verbal, even a wicked nigga like Beanie Siegel says, communication, all communication is 95% non-verbal. It's all about action, man.
It's action.
You gotta back it up with action. Yeah, that's what we're men of action. You can write on the comment board till your eyes turn fucking blue. Yeah. But you gotta come and what you always say? You gotta stand on that. You gotta stand on what your word, man.
Yeah, you gotta stand on that business.
If I say I'm gonna do something for the will of this truth, I gotta stand on that, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. Basically, he also just like if this man, if I'm doing something wrong, this man come to me. We have a talk about it. I'm gonna stand on the word of, because it also talks about not quenching the spirit. Also talks about the scripture talks about many things of
Integrity.
Yeah, integrity of the what you want to say?
I was just saying, like, if you standing on your word, that's integrity. Like,
Yeah, man. So there's many things you learn to grow out of that, man. Or grow into that. Come in the world, man. Be man your word. Not Jake. Greatest thing Jake for that would have been emotional, man.
Yeah, they will take overly emotional. I think we're growing as a fucking child. That's why as a child you continue to get traveled and built up, and you learn the scriptures. You start to become a what's the level after a child? An adolescent. It's so-called, right? Then you become a teenager. Then the maturity level is what? Growing and growing and growing. Get 1 Corinthians 14 and 20, which is one of my favorite chapters, man. I mean, the scriptures. 1 Corinthians 14 and 20. All right. Like you say, as we learned the scriptures as a child, and then what? Then growing that by. He got
1 Corinthians 14 and 20 says, brethren, be not children in understanding, howbeit in malice be ye children,
right.
But in understanding be men.
Right. So be malice as children, because why? As a child, malice can be overlooked, because you got to know that they don't know how to really be malicious in a sense, because they children, they don't know better. But in understanding, you got to be a man. So the way you grow in this truth, you gird your understanding up. You can't just, the Lord, like, you can't just be around this thing, just a pity party. You just stand around. I'm cool. No, you need to be getting understanding and growing thereby, man. You need to be growing. Your understanding level need to be getting higher. The way you handle things in life. Because it ain't just the truth and come read precepts and that's it. You got to learn things in life, responsibility, all right? How to make decisions, all right? How to pass over transgressions. They had a Jake today in the store, this morning, just quick testimony. Now, I came in there in the store, Jake, I think I said something, but whatever it was that I said, he had his child, and he was like, the children in here. But he said it in a derogatory way towards me. All right? So what I did was I act like I ain't hear Jake. The demon went to the back and came back and said it again. Like, now I know Jake, I guess Jake it was only me and him. Jake be on drugs, tripping, whatever. So Jake said some shit again, like, hey, these niggas be the bib, I got the bib in my hand. Like just talking like that. So Jake looked at me, I looked that way. Jake kind of came around a little bit by the thing. Hey, like I'm saying, bro. So he jumped on the phone. I looked the other way. You know what I'm saying? So now Jake don't got nothing to, and then he just walked up. That was a demon. All right, because all I had to do was say anything to him, and then he was going to flame out. But that's a demon. You got to learn how to pass over transgressions. That's learning and understanding. All right, how to let Jake, all right, Jay, you can have a small talk. First, you're talking indirectly, which again, it don't matter if you was talking to me, which I guess you was, right? But again, no need for the entertainment, because putting energy to that, all right, could have led to a lot of other things, man. You want to say something?
I was going to say, hey, the majority of the battle in your walk is the other 99% time when you're not on the block in your daily life. Like,
daily life
is when you need example. Like, shit's constantly coming at us, and you got to have the discernment to tell when it is and how to maneuver through the situation.
Yeah, that's some of the things I showed these brothers first time they was coming. They ain't understand the way why I was like I was, but it's a reason.
Yeah,
the first thing you brothers out here, when you go back tomorrow, then Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, you learn how to. I'm ready to move.
Yeah,
I'm gonna scan him. Oh, I see he's a goofball. Nigga, I'm moving around you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the fuck out of there, man.
Yeah.
For one, I ain't going to the nigga gas station and shit. When I see Oh, no.
Yeah, you shouldn't even really be there.
Yeah, you shouldn't be there.
You're right. You're right. And I probably could have bought it if I ain't go to, like you said, to that gas station. But it's still, again, which, through the spirit, you still got to make judgment calls. Go ahead.
Like another brother, I know. I ain't gonna say the brother's name or whatever, but the brother put himself in a bad situation, slap boxing with a nigga. Really?
Yeah.
Slap boxing, 2/3 niggas, because I know it's gonna be something.
Yeah.
Get the best of him,
Yeah.
get him too hard, it's gonna be. So why would I put myself
Yeah.
up? And the brother asked me, like, what you think about it? I blame you.
Yeah, it's you.
You shouldn't have put yourself in that position.
There's always you to blame.
Yeah.
You always to blame, man.
You got the wisdom.
You got the wisdom. Like you say, 99% is the truth. It's because, again, when we're amongst each other, it's easy to be spiritual. Like, everybody's being spiritual here.
It's control virus.
You gotta carry it in the world. That's when you really need to utilize everything you know. Because when we are together, it's a free flowing. Like, you don't even have to be to man super spiritual. Right?
You three are gathered, there I am.
That's going to Lord in the midst, so the spirit of the Lord is there. You need to carry this Sunday through. Like, this when you need to carry it and make the decisions, man. That's when it's all predicated on. All right? You think when you leave camp that the Lord stopped looking at you? Let me see how you going to do with this. Let me see what he's doing with this. That's when the Lord needs, that's when wisdom got to be utilized the most against the world. The world is super duper fucking strong, man.
Yeah, brothers be saying, Carrot, that's when the Lord look at you the most when this turn off. When this go black,
yeah,
and the brothers ain't around,
That's a spiritual camera on.
now the angels is doing this on your ass. They're scoping. What's his thoughts? Man, that brother thinking the front. Brother, you giving the brother evil eye, thinking the brother, that's when the angels watching your ass. Man. You got, like I always bring out, you got guys got mystery meat. You still smoking that goddamn shit. You still fucking. I'm just speaking general. I ain't saying nobody, but Jake's still popping pills with the leader brothers. Because out here, you gonna be a character. So, I'm shit up on the dog. Tight. You gonna super into like in front of the camera. And when the camera goes, and you back in the world, you being a nigga, man.
A hypocrite.
We know them niggas, man. Niggas is still simping, brother. Jake turned the
You
camera.
got your nose, you got your nostrils wide open.
You like a feline. Your fucking nose just got there. Out here, man.
You got a precept.
Fuck that, man. You gotta, hey, bro, you gotta be an Israelite on and off here.
Prince underwear.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they got to gird herself up outside
This thing, man. You gotta man the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It's principles that's required of you to carry for the Lord. You still when after camp, you're still a man of the Lord, man. Like, you still somebody.
Yeah. You gotta keep the dietary laws.
Yeah, you still gotta hold the fort down.
Yeah. You gotta, man, like I always say, one thing about this captivity gonna, and before we get out of here, the Lord gonna make us learn how to think to get the fuck out of here, man.
Keen, man. You gotta be keen, man. What you
Nope.
about?
Brothers gotta get the discernment of learning how to discern spirits, discern situations. This ain't the best situation for me to be in. It's best that I go.
Yeah.
Best that I go home, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this
Sometimes
too,
at
man.
home ain't the best decision.
That too. I'm gonna say this,
I
man.
gotta make some adjustments at home.
Yeah, too, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say some certain situations the Lord is not making things happen to you because the Lord trying to save you from yourself, man.
Come
Some things need to be
right,
saved from your damn self, man.
on.
That's the truth. That's speaking through all experience, man.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. Why I'm not doing this, man? Some shit. The Lord give you that shit, he's gonna destroy you, man.
Like Jake got a spiritual death wish.
Yeah.
Like Jake constantly, that flesh is constantly pulling you to something that could be the thing that takes you out of the truth, just like that.
Sometimes when you're not prospering, it's because something is already in the way.
Yeah.
And the Lord, like, I'm not letting nothing get past you. Figure out what's in the way, like. Because if something ain't coming, it gotta be a balance. Something like, hold on, shit holding me back.
Yeah,
All right, something there. So the Lord, like, correct that. Then we gonna move forward, because that's what he did with Achan. He was like, I'm gonna let the nations kill your ass until it's a cursed thing amongst you, man. And that's how we do individually. You got it.
But y'all brothers have seen over time. Sometimes Jake can know what the problem is.
And overlook it.
you can see gangrene on your fucking hand. Cut this bitch off in order to make it. They don't want to cut the thing that's on them, like that scripture says. Girl, cut off the part of the flesh. Yeah, that you. That's something about.
Cut the finger off.
Yeah, man. You gotta do that, man.
Man, yeah.
Kevin Gates said, I cut off my hand and say,
Save my finger. I cut the finger to save his hand.
save his hand, man.
Something had to go. My whole hand was gonna be fucking gone. The pinky gotta go, man.
So when I say that, I'm saying this. Jake can know that the woman is the problem. Jake can know being amongst my people is the problem, in a sense, but we're not cut it off.
Yeah.
But bring it all. Hey, man, I'm going to say this, man. You got to guard. You as a man, you got to guard your peace, man. You got to learn to be calm. Guard that with all that you can. Guard peace, man. You got to be at peace, man. Yeah.
That's the truth.
You can't let a motherfucker in the world, woman, uncle, cousin, children, take your peace from you, man.
Calm.
It says in Sirach, give not any power over you.
Yeah, man.
Let no, son, daughter, nothing.
Yeah, it says children.
Family, children. Yeah, I just
Find
said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, son,
Find
daughter,
that.
father,
It say, yeah.
girlfriend, wife, nothing. All
Yeah,
right?
find it.
Be bound by nothing, man. Long as you live in a law like that, let none of these have power over thee, man.
Yeah, because motherfuckers start taking your peace away and your focus. It's time to recalculate some shit.
Yeah, it's
man.
time to start. Yeah, you got to start making some adjustments.
Some adjustments to shit,
Got it.
man.
Jake don't want.
Jake don't want to make no adjustment. Jake don't want to put the fucking foot down, man. You know?
That brother was over the precepts.
And we were talking a while back, man. Just putting your foot down can set a whole nother course of things around you to set in order, man.
Calm.
You know, it can shift your life in the right direction.
They show you that.
Go ahead.
They show you that shit in Back to the Future. In Marty's original timeline, his dad was still getting bullied by Biff when he was grown up. But then when Marty went back to the past, and it came to a situation where Marty's dad had to stand up to Biff, he did knocked his ass out. And then in the new timeline, his dad's the boss over Biff, and Biff's his bitch now because he stood up.
Yeah, and sometimes when you fight the bully, you find out the bully couldn't fight.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It was like, I just bully. You're like, he didn't even get a. Like I punched him and was so nervous or whatever to fight back, and I kept punching him, and I later. So that's the fight. Again, sometimes your biggest fight be you, because you ain't fighting. All right? Like, damn, like, if I just fight, I'm going to win the fight. If it's there, like, it's like you got to, again,
respect.
confidence. You get the respect.
Like in the pen, man. You might have the biggest nigga in the pen mess with you.
Yeah, you going to have to
you
get
fight
in there.
that nigga back. Everybody still, he lost.
Like that, yeah.
But we respect him. He ain't going to let nobody fuck with him, man. You know?
Yeah, he lost, but one thing the bully going to say, or the biggest dude in the pen going to say, man, that man fighting right there. And he might, in the fight, it could go either way. Like, so he don't want to keep risking that. Like, what if he get a good puncher on me and I lose? Not, I'm compromising, as being the greatest fighter.
Yeah,
biggest fighter.
I always had a motto like this. If I fight a motherfucker, they win, I bet you they ain't gonna want to fight me no more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tear his ass up too, so he ain't gonna want to fight no more, man.
It's gonna be in fair shape.
Just say, don't worry about me, worry about the bet. I can tore the bet ass up too, man. You know?
I don't know.
I got one too. Cause you gotta stand up sometimes brothers you gotta stand up to that demon, man. Sometimes that demon just keep poking and fucking with you with the same shit. He gonna keep doing it because you're not. That's my spiritual demon might be fucking with you the same shit because you're not willing to get on top of that shit, man. The problem. Hold on here. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 33 and 19. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest.
That's everybody.
You gotta get.
Sirach 33 and 19. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again.
Yeah.
As long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any.
Yeah, man.
Your power. I was gonna repent you. All right. And it said once thou is repent, like don't come back after you done did that, man. All right. If you done repented and you ain't take it not repented, but you ain't take heed to you needing to do that and you do it, I ain't like handling your business, man. You gonna have to live with that.
Hey, sometimes, hey, when you give yourself over that inch over to that demon, hey, it's game over. It ain't no coming back.
Well, demons are put on you to consume you. So if you let it stick around, it's gonna consume you. All right, like you gotta defeat them. At the end of the day, you gotta overcome every demon, man. All right, and this is more than doable because you got the what? The scriptures. All right, your scriptures is your breastplate that fight, your helmet, your breastplate is all your gear for war and against everything, man. You got everything. The Lord, like, look, I'm not about to get off my throne and come fight for you when you got the wisdom to do it, man. Handle your business, man.
Gave you everything you need.
I gave you everything you need. You gotta go out there and fight.
The Lord did. He gave us these scriptures. He gave you brothers. He gave you.
Yeah.
So it's like when you go to boot camp and shit, or you getting ready to go to war, they give you everything. They give you your helmet. They give you your rifle, ammunition, the pants, the boots, everything you need, man.
Yeah.
To defeat these demons and shit out here.
What are you gonna do with the training?
Yeah. That's all it's about. You got go ahead, break it on, right?
It's Psalm 79. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just, for the righteous power tribe the hearts and reigns. So yeah, reigns. He tells your intentions. You know, put a spiritual situation in where you're gonna be spiritual, or you're gonna be a nigga. You know, or you like to say, just turn your head. You know, you hear Jake fucking popping off, got demons on him. Just keep going. You stay spiritual, man. It's like, hey, at the end of the day, it's a spiritual battle.
Because we know that out here, them niggas, they talk 2 and 3 times so they can be heard, man. You say the same shit.
God.
Yeah, what that bitch ass nigga was. I was like, right? What really? What the bitch ass nigga?
For real, that don't apply to me, so I'm gonna look off there.
How much was the body armor?
How much the body armor was? I mean, yeah.
And if I could say too, hey, when we talk about topics like this, or you brothers study it and do videos or whatever on it, hey, the Most High, I've seen it happen before. Immediately after, you're gonna run into a situation about what you were talking about to see, hey, is he really practicing what he's preaching, or is it just all lip service?
It's your glory to pass over a transgression, man. Because us knowing that we can't transgress, we would trap ourselves in the web if we transgress, bro. All right, if we get emotional for one moment, we can throw the whole truth away. Everything we learned and knew, if we don't control our emotions, man. Emotions cloud your judgment, and it make you kill yourself, man. I'm telling you, like, at the end of the day, you get overly emotional and enraged, you could end up by the Father in the spirit world, man. That's it.
Prison.
Same thing. Because if you do something where you throw this truth away, or you take your own life away from your own self, man. All right, you have lost the truth, man. All right, you have went away, and then when you think about what you did, all right, you're gonna be like, man, I gave everything up away, man. Like that's why he said wisdom teach you how to avoid shit, pass not by, turn away, stay away from, stay out of the midst of. That's why once you get wisdom, you become as a loner a little bit, man. You're like, I just really can't go around that, bro. I know them. They mean well, because we all got people we know in the world, you know, regular people, whatever. But it's about how you associate yourself at the end of the day. You can know this one, and you can't unknow somebody. All right, what you can do is not be in a congregation of observing a time, watching how you do this, knowing I can't go over there with that. He don't fear the Lord, and everybody in the world don't fear the Lord. It don't matter if that's your cousin who you grew up with. Yeah, you might have a love for him, but he don't fear the Lord. He don't know the Lord. He don't know the dietary laws. He don't know nothing. All right?
Not gonna tell you what he done.
He ain't gonna tell you. So that's why I said be continually with a godly man who knoweth to keep it the commandments. Or if not, just be with your goddamn self, man.
You don't want to be with that. Sometimes you gotta know when to will and deal with your family, man, and your friend.
Yeah, in and out.
Cause they'll have a pack of drugs on them and shit. They don't tell you shit.
Don't tell you nothing. They got me.
Nigga, I'm eating with the niggas on that right now. And them niggas looking at you like this. Like, you just like something to eat, man.
Yeah.
You in that moment where you can't move. You in
Yeah.
hey, what that was on Boys in the Hood? That moment where Ricky was about to get shot, he bust out running that way and shit. You don't want to be caught in that moment, man. Cause your people ain't gonna tell you shit, bro.
Waste. Gotta observe the time. Get that?
Yeah.
Get that where it say observe the time.
It's Colossians 4, verse 5. Walk in wisdom
Yeah.
toward them that are without.
With them, so walk in wisdom towards them who are without, man. All right.
Without the
Apply,
truth.
meaning what? Applying the knowledge you know to those who don't know knowledge. You gotta apply it. It gotta come into play. Now you gotta use a method in your mind to say something, do something, handle business with something. Go ahead.
Those that are without the truth.
Without the truth, that don't know the truth, or without.
Sometimes it's like drive. The truth is like when you're driving the road. You gotta drive for you and everybody else. Same thing apply. Sometimes you gotta say yourself and say niggas from that self without being wrong. I'm not putting myself in that position. Hey, which one of you brothers go to second lines, man? I'm about to say. I'm testing.
Second line is so long.
Praise our church.
Yeah.
That answer's all done.
That's
Okay,
right.
how many holes
My
out there?
partners, he invited me. He invited me to go out there.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard, I'm like, dude.
That's it.
I'm going to the fucking PJ. Said,
Jake, we won't see them holes. Bro, we don't see, like we regular men, bro.
See it from afar.
We see that bitch on TV. How many people got killed? I'll see the news where plenty of people got killed. See, that is the angels down.
The Lord jack your ass up doing some
For
shit like that. You know about Christmas. But you going with the
The
festivities.
Christmas party. You get stabbed.
Right, man.
The Lord will stab your ass up going to Christmas party.
Right, man. You gotta watch what you do. You gotta be always thinking. That's why I said your best thing to do, man, is to walk on eggshells in this thing, man.
Yeah,
It's your best hope.
that's how you stay
Thinking about
alive.
everything. Thinking about everything that you're doing, everything that's going on around you. You gotta be in control of everything around you, man. Like your boy from Tennessee.
Dinner thing.
The greatest thing about me, I'm in control of my whole environment.
Yep. Even playing weak.
Cause you know,
It's
yeah.
an art. That's an art. You play weak just to move around and you'll turn a furious man away.
Yeah, we didn't have.
No.
You know, I'm about to say a statement. We got situations when we're amongst each other. But it's a controlled environment. I know you ain't about to do no wild shit. This man ain't about to do no wild. Now we didn't have instances, with naked man. Where it's that's few and far between.
Yeah.
Most times, those situations are. I know this man he gonna drink. He gonna get nice.
Straight shooter.
And it's straight, man.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna make sure your well-being is okay. You get home safe. I get home safe. When you go down here, you're not in the controlling environment. You can't control that shit, man.
Yeah, nobody cares for each other either out there. Bro, you just go down there. Oh, I'm gonna get you. You come back with doctor scrubs on, saying you don't know what happened. Woke up with no pants on.
No pants, man. You can't control. That's not a controlled environment, man. You got elements and things around you constantly changing. It's too much to watch.
Yeah.
That's why when I was even in the world, I could never do the club thing. Cause you got the lights flickering,
You
it's fog
overwhelmed.
and smoke.
Shit, yeah.
You got niggas on drugs, niggas selling drugs, niggas beefing.
Nigga jacking niggas for the
Yeah,
drop.
yeah, it's too much going on. So you gotta think, do I want to put myself in there? Because two things gonna happen. Either I'm gonna kill a nigga or a nigga gonna kill me. Or I'm gonna end up in jail.
Yeah.
And them totally all three situations I don't want to deal with.
Yeah. Right.
None
That's a
of the above.
lose.
Yeah.
In that order.
free on a comment board. This Kayal, Sirach 18 and 27. A wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning, he will beware of offense. But a fool will not observe time.
The beginning of what? Wisdom and knowledge, man. So is that what you learning? That what you have learned is, do you know good to know some shit and just disannul it? It don't benefit you, man. There are certain benefits that the Lord have granted us, and be like, I dare you go around these benefits. Then the hedge is gone. The angels is a protection unto us when we're in a congregation. But you can't just go in the world around niggas who selling heroin, coke, and dope and guns and say, man, the angels watching me, man. Like that
The
ain't
Lord got me. You got
Lord got me. What are you talking about?
We got you.
The Lord got me. The angels of the Lord are camping around them that fear the Lord. Yeah. Not those that basically think I can go do whatever I want and the Lord gonna protect me. No, man. You telling the Lord on Zoom.
Hey man, just like you know, it took certain classes, just like anybody. If something happened right now, somebody's out here bleeding, I'm not about to fucking touch him because I gotta assume that he has something wrong with him in his blood.
Yep, yeah.
Same thing with these people in the world. You brothers gotta get to the point where you gotta know your enemies, man. You gotta put it in this motherfucker into some shit.
God, yeah.
You know that you got that cousin that you just can't. I know he into something.
Yeah.
Ride with him, man.
Yeah.
Not in the truth. Yeah, especially in the truth.
He's into something. Even if he ain't into something, he's into something. Or Satan could just get on him while you, even if you don't do nothing, he'll homebody, he'll get on you. Oh, let's go take this little ride over there downtown and pick up. And then Satan on him all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because Satan could just jump on him. But men who serve the Lord, he got to get requests and permissions in. Can I do this? It's not so. But they taken captive of 2 Timothy 2:26. The world is taken captive of Satan at his will. Meaning that Satan could do whatever he wants when he's ready, because it's at his will. All right. So now collectively, you got to put that you got to put it into mind and be like, all right, well, I know he don't serve the Lord, so that's the where you draw the line at. You can't say but now. You got to say he don't serve the Lord. All right, now this is what I have to do.
Hey man, you brothers, please go watch Jacob's Ladder, man.
Got it?
Please go watch Jacob Ladder to show you what the elite bankers know what goes on even with the men of the Lord. You go on the street, hey, these brothers, we were doing a video over here, and some nigga rolled up in the car, he just was shaking and
Yeah.
he's doing that in the car, rocking it.
The
The light turned green, and nigga just
got back straight.
got back straight and drove off, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking demons, man.
When we was on the corner the other day, the demons got on everybody walk right here. Went by the sign, and then he said, at the end, he said, call the light. What he said when he was by the sign by you? Something. When we do the salute out. And then,
Bob above.
oh man, but go ahead, all right.
The demons, man.
Hey, in the mid. Oh, yeah, I'll go ahead.
The 2 Timothy 2:26.
Yep.
And that they may recover themselves
325.
in meekness. Let me start at 24.
Come on, go ahead.
And the servant of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai
Yep.
must not strive, but
Yep.
be gentle unto all men,
Come on.
apt to teach,
Yep.
patient,
Yep.
in meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves.
Right, instructing those that oppose themselves. And who oppose themselves? Everybody that don't do the will. Nobody is excluded. All right, go ahead.
If the Most High peradventure will give them repentance
Yep.
to the acknowledging of the truth.
Say if they acknowledge the truth, the Lord will give them repentance. Go ahead.
And that they may recover themselves.
And that they may what?
Recover themselves.
To recover yourself, meaning what? You're already in something. All right, go ahead.
Out of the snare of the devil.
Out of the snare of the devil, because you're already trapped by him. Go ahead.
Who are taken captive by him at his will.
So taking captive of him at his will. So ain't nothing you could do. Because if the men of the Lord gotta watch themselves and hope they don't fall to Satan, how much more the ones who are? Like, come on, man. All right? It got a light bulb gotta go off in your head. Like, man, he already taken a Satan by his will. The Lord have given us a light to be like, look, illuminated y'all to be like, okay, you know me. You know what I say to do and not to do. But him, he don't know. So he would do anything. I always use the terminology. Jacob be on there giving head for money, man. On Bourbon Street, what are you doing? All right? Turning, getting freaking, that's the spirit. But when you pass them barricades, a spirit of Satan could get on you, and you'll just be doing some unholy shit, man.
Hey, it's called Bourbon Street, what they call liquor. Spirits.
Spirits, man. All right? It said the fear of the Lord, get that in Sirach, the fear of the Lord passeth all illumination. All right.
So one of them.
All right, Con. We get that. I need to get that. It's the fear of the Lord passing illumination, man.
If I could say,
Con.
even in the Matrix, Morpheus was telling Neo, hey, everybody that's still in the Matrix, every man, woman, or child that hasn't been unplugged by us is still an enemy. Is an enemy.
All right. And the enemy, you gotta always count an enemy as if they're what? As they're gonna get you as a rival. All right. Your idols become your rivals, man. All right. The things you idolize and that you love and like, it become a rival to you, man. All right. That's why you gotta put the shit off. It don't matter how pleasurable it is to you, man. All right. Your own pleasures will trap you in, man.
That live at this in pleasures is dead while it's living.
Your own pleasures will trap you in, man. Yeah. It's a rock. The love of the Lord, right?
Surah 25:11.
Yep.
But the love of the Lord passeth all things for illumination.
Yep. The love of the Lord passeth all things for illumination. All right, because you gird yourself up with the love of the Lord, which wisdom is the beginning of wisdom. That's how you love the Lord. Go ahead, I
That's gonna say that next.
just gonna say it. Go ahead.
He that holdeth it, whereto shall he be likened?
Down the street. Down the street.
Read it again. No, dude, that's a demon. Go ahead, man. That's just a goddamn demon coming up. Go ahead.
The fear of the Lord is the
Get out of here.
beginning-
Get out of here.
Next street, St. Charles, next street over.
Down here.
It's your place.
Get out of here.
Fucking yell them out.
Get out of here, Phil. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Man.
Lord is the beginning of his love.
Yeah, miserable, man. I can't eat no chicken with that fucking mouth, man.
Gummy Mario. Chewing the fucking chicken for
Fucking
2 hours.
oatmeal.
Big ass, finish.
You gotta have a chicken smoothie.
Chicken smooth.
5:12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love,
Yep.
and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him.
Yep. Go ahead.
That's it on that.
You said the illumination part?
Yeah, that's verse 11.
All right,
But the
come on.
love of the Lord passeth all things for illumination.
Yep, it passes all things of illumination, which enlightens you, man. It enlightens the eyes. All right? When it enlightens your eyes goes into your mind, man. When your mind is lit up, man, you can't allow that light to go out. It can't be dark. All right? If it be darkened, then you're not judging correctly anymore. When you don't judge correctly according to righteousness, when you know righteousness, the Lord is going to kill you. All right? Whether he kill you now or later, you're going to get killed. All right? That's why we pray that our light don't go out. The illumination don't go out. Once the illumination go out, that's it. That's it. All right? You might want to just go on bourbon, take all your clothes off, lay in the middle of bourbon, and let the Lord do what he do, man. Let lightning strike your ass.
What did Issachar say last week when he came up here? There's a lot of light right here.
There's a lot of light right here. Yeah, it passes all things illumination. But that's pretty much the point, man. And you know, pretty much that's it, man. You know, I'm a Rakazat, you know, it was tough time. And Jake, you know, took heed to what's going on. Cause you gotta get ready for slavery. Get him, back up. You gotta get ready for slavery. All right? Yeah, that's all we gotta say. You gotta get ready for slavery. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Get ready for God.
What's your name? Nationality.
Come on, Papa. Papa.
I don't judge nobody by their color. I judge
Make decisions. Get it. Make decisions.
my heart makes me happy.
Exodus.
It's sick of you.
Come on,
and I
Papa.
can judge you by their color.
Come on,
You
Papa.
can't judge
Nobody judge you by the color, man. You
Hey,
don't have
you
no color.
said your heart.
You don't have no color,
You
man.
don't.
You red, man.
You do.
Come on, man. You gotta get back to the glory. Go back to the Future, man. You wrong.
Olive oil that way, man.
Yeah, hey, go do something terrible to yourself.
It's in peace. And I don't have to look at that.
Or hard, huh? Make decisions for you, wherever it's at. Whatever side of the chest is
You like
on.
the white boosie, man. You like the white boosie badass.
And where righteous in what part?
Everybody
You
down
like
to
the
your
white
level
boots
because
and
you
everything.
can't raise yourself to their level.
Get them Johns. I got St. John. them bad. Joe,
White Bootsy badass, man.
let's get it out there. Let's get it out there. We'll be all day tearing your ass up. We will get a quick laugh, but hey, we ain't worrying about you, bro. It's all good.
Man,
Just
tell him, man.
savor, man.
Tell him, man, don't worry about it. Hey.
You have to bring me down to your level.
Don't worry
So you
about
can't come up there.
You ain't got no level, man. You got to talk on pins on. Okay.
Hey, you gotta be brought up to his level.
I got them big ass assholes in the speak, man.
You gotta get high to get to that level.
Yeah, I know I ain't on your level, man. You on that astronaut level, man.
I'm real.
Hey, fuck your ass. Hey, you know some freaking shit was gonna come out. You gonna say some freaking shit.
Man.
This guy and me finished.
Breaking Bad.
Hey, how you feel to be finished? But that's neither here nor there. But hey, you know, with that, we want to give infinite honors and prayers to Great Millstone. And sanitation to the item that's pushing the truth to sin. I said, but Bible ball.